All right, hey guys, what's going on? This isn't going to be one of my normal videos I make of a cutcom. I wanted to solely focus on just talking about this because I think this is an important matter, or at least just for Call of Duty. Game is going to be releasing soon. I think November 14th was the release date they were saying, and a couple of YouTubers got to come out and talk about the game and what the devs have involved right now for the game. We don't have much information on the game, but even still, from the information we got, I still want to kind of talk about it because honestly, looking at it, there's not a lot that has one changed, and for two, not looking good. The first thing I wanted to talk about was just the fact that it seems like there's not going to be any system changes. Like, you look at Black Ops 1 or the OG Modern Warfare games, even Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3. All of those games have significantly different system changes to them. And honestly, we haven't been getting anything for like the past 5 years, honestly. Ever since Modern Warfare 2019 came out, it almost seems as though significant system changes at least haven't happened, and I assume that's because they're trying to combine all the games together or whatever. But especially for Black Ops 6 going to Black Ops 7, two back-to-back Treyarch years, I feel like that's not really a good thing, because from the base concept that I'm getting is that Black Ops 7 is literally just a DLC, a huge DLC for Black Ops 6 is what it sounds like. There might be big changes here and there, like obviously we'll have wall jump, tac sprint they're getting rid of and making it like a perk instead, which I can't see many people using tac sprint as a perk. That just kind of seems like a waste in my opinion. That seems more of like a for fun or for like shits and giggles kind of deal. But again, personal preference. I don't know. Some people might really like tac sprint to use up a perk slot, but that's okay. But to me, this heavily reminds me of the latest MW2 to MW3. Now, I know a lot of people say MW3 is really good, which is totally fair. But at the same time, it's those games were literally the same thing. They weren't that much different from one another. And if you know what, you like MW2 and you especially like MW3, props to you. But for someone who's paying $90 for each game that comes out, mind you, yearly release, I cannot reason buying another $90 game that is the exact same as the previous title to that game. So Black Ops 6 to Black Ops 7, if there's not that many system changes, or at least for zombie wise, it's going to be really disappointing, because one of the fun things to do is learning the new systems and using the new systems. It makes it feel like a new game, and it makes it feel fun. That's what's really likable about a new chain, like for system changes. That's what's really nice. But unfortunately, it doesn't sound like we're going to be getting that many system changes. Maybe for multiplayer, we'll have a significant difference, which is really good. But for zombies, not that much. First of all, I would just like to actually ask you guys how you feel about them bringing back the Primus / Ultimus crew. Now, I know they're not the like that set crew, but they're like a newer ether version of the crew is what it sounds like. But even still, I'd like to know how you guys feel about them bringing them back, because it seems a little bit iffy. I can see some people liking it because we haven't had a good storyline or a good character set for I don't even know how many years now after Black Ops 4 ended it off. So some people can see it as like being good, because we're having the OG, not the complete OG story, but in a sense, we have our old crew back, which might be a more interesting story. At the same time, things need to end, and that's one of those things you kind of have to let go of almost. I hate saying that. It feels disrespectful to bring them back after literally killing them all off. Takio's voice actor can't come back and voice Takio, unfortunately. And I think it was Chopper or Milo that asked what was going to happen with his character, and they were very vague with it. But honestly, from the sounds of it, they're probably going to recast Takio, which is no surprise, which seems to me completely disrespectful to the voice actor, because this is our OG crew. We love them. We respect them. They've been throughout all of the games, and I get that some characters can be recast, but Takio, I would rather them not bring back Takio at all than recast him. But honestly, with how it sounds, that probably won't happen. So the good news, at least, is Farm's back, clearly, which I can only assume Transit would be back as well. That's really surprising, to be honest, since Black Ops 6, all the teasers and stuff for zombies, it seemed like it was leading up to the release map was going to be Transit, and then we didn't get it. Like, it seems like it's been a reoccurring thing that Transit has been coming back, but it never actually has until now. Or at least not Transit, but Farm is like guaranteed coming back, which I can only assume they're bringing Transit back because they also talked about a fog and not wanting to stay in a specific area for very long. So you're moving around in a vehicle, which, by the way, I'm just gonna come out and say it. I think a wonder vehicle is the most silly idea and concept ever to make. Wonder weapons are cool. Wonder vehicles are not, to be honest. Get Outbreak out of here. Get fucking Warzone out of here. I want my boy Ted.
Keep fucking with me. See if I don't crash this bus and kill you all.
I want my boy Ted. I do not want to be driving around in some wonder vehicle that they made for me, to be honest. That gives me a Warzone feeling. That's what I don't want. I want Ted. If we're getting Farm and most likely Transit, I want Ted there. I want to be like, that was a key factor for Transit. That was a key concept on the map, was Ted. And you had the opportunity to get on, and if you didn't, you stayed at the one place, or you could still explore the map, but obviously it was at your own risk, which isn't very risky. It was pretty easy to get through the map, but even still, it was nice having Ted there. Especially if you're going to remaster a map, bring Ted back as well. I wanted to understand how people are kind of feeling. Like, can you really justify paying $90 for a game that is basically the same as Black Ops 6? Right now, personally, I'm finding it a little bit challenging. I think either way, though, I'm still going to be a shill. I'll suck up. I might even just keep Game Pass instead of paying for it, because there's really no point in paying for Call of Duty, especially if you have Game Pass. That's a different topic, obviously, but I don't think buying a game for $90 when basically the devs tell you you're paying for the new content instead of just overall, like, the whole game, is a little bit of a letdown. It's a pretty big letdown. I would say I'm not as excited for Black Ops 7 right now with the information we have. There's still quite a few months before the game comes out, so who knows? Maybe they'll have some good information for us. I really don't know, but from the sounds of it so far, it's not looking great. So just keep expectations low, or at least I will. I would recommend the same for anybody else who is excited for this game. Campaign looks cool though. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Anyways, see you guys.